Well, hello and welcome once again to another Squad Masters match. I'm your caster, TheWeirdMadac, and I've got an interesting match for you today. Blitzkrieg versus Royal Orangutans, looking to take on each other for that coveted kind of second place that they're both fighting out for. Kokan is going to be the map for today. Really important map, actually, all in all. Demonstrates for both teams who's got that kind of raw shooting power, which is what you need to gain the advantage on this map. Let's talk a little bit about the actual map itself as we wait for everybody to join. Waiting on a few to join into the server, and then hopefully we can get back into it. So, Kokan itself, like I said, it's a shooting map, Russian versus MEA. An awful lot of the action is focused around Tempest State. So this is the kind of area that you'll see primarily me focusing on, because this will be the main firefights. Russians go up, fast first stand, and normally slam either into this little island, into Serac, which is an important one to cap, and or they'll do something that's a little bit cheeky, try and get on the south side of Tempest. MEA's routes out of main typically involve this kind of push maybe across the fields, albeit teams have to be careful because these divots have a tendency to flip the Samirs that they're using. Again, focusing on the north side of this kind of island, east of Tempest, into Tempest itself, and normally setting up inside Market. So this is what you would expect to see in terms of a rollout for the middle cap. However, this is a map where you do need the shooters, but it's not just about the caps. You need to make sure that you don't get flanked. And one of the surest ways to end up losing this game on this map is to get fishbowl. Tempest Estate is a perfect cap for just getting yourself stuck into a corner. You can't peek anywhere, you get crossfired, and you can't go anywhere. Can't go anywhere, you're stuck. Same with Market. Market, if you get wrapped all the way around, it's a real problem because you're going to end up finding yourself just outshot and outplayed. The way teams do this is in two ways. MEA can do it through a fast rush on this eastern side and try and slow down or stop in Grandel before also having maybe another squad heading into this east of Market town complex and trying to put down pressure from there. This provides a bit of a lane, so to speak, on this eastern border here. So controlling this lane prevents squads from moving up and down. The Russians, very similar. You might see a team try and get one of the Tigers up on this far side. And again, probably a lot more people around Grandel or around this trench here to once again control this lane. Teams will probably find themselves at a bit of a stalemate on Tempest for a long time until one team or the other breaks through this eastern lane. The reason why it's so important is the eastern lane provides the route for pressure on the back cap on the active cap -1. For Russian side, this is through Grandel and then they get into Market. Once they're into Market, they disrupt either the bobs or mortars that are nearby. They start stomping rallies, and then they can control these buildings and these fields and prevent anyone moving from the north of Tempest, while simultaneously, hopefully, pushing from the south of Tempest, sandwiching them out, and the game's over. Additionally, if you're on the MEA side, trying to push down and either getting in from the back here, they can then try and get into Serac. Once they've got Serac, or they've got at least pressure on Serac, they can start to work their way into the south side of this island, and all of a sudden you now have a line that's pushing in from the Russian kind of normal direction, as well as your normal press from the north. Tempest Estate, once you get fishbowled, is super hard to get away from. So teams need to be really careful, particularly on this eastern flank. The other thing that you're going to see a lot of in this game is going to be mortars. Mortars are going to be a really key part of this overall match. And you'll typically find multiple teams dropping multiple tubes. So there's a few different places for mortars. For the Russians, you might find them in this kind of compound. You might find them around Grandel once they've set up their initial set. You might find them in the south of Serac. You might find them in all of these places because teams might actually be looking to put out 4-6 tubes. It's not unheard of on Kokan. I've actually turned down the effects in game, partly because I know that we're all going to be deafened. MAA, on the other hand, you're going to want to have, maybe in Stonebend, maybe the south of Ruins. You might have something in like a compound that's at the north here. That's also then your fob, which protects this side. So, all in all, it's a nice map for mortars. It's a nice map for infantry, but it's not the best map for vehicles. Let's talk a little bit about the vehicles. The MEA side, you've got that kind of Mimi BRDM with cannon plus the rocket pods. Rocket pods can be used in two ways, as a kind of pre-fire mortar, area of denial type effect, or on the run, just as, if you're able to get a clean drive towards Tempest and you want your infantry to advance, drop off your rockets, blast everything in the area, and then hopefully get your guys up and get the infantry in. Limited accuracy, limited effect. The splash damage on them isn't as much as, it sounds. And limited ammo means that, all in all, the vehicle isn't that good. The Crow's Tiger, on the other hand, is probably the most important vehicle in this game. On the Russian side, there's plenty of places for that Crow's Tiger to be hiding, almost hull down, but from very extreme ranges. You're talking about this kind of hill at the back here. You're talking off the south of Serac. There's a nice couple of hills up here. Able to control huge areas of the map. You're talking about full lanes of the map with a single vehicle. Now, it is just a Tiger. It is pretty paper thin, but if it continues to fire and move, the LATs aren't on point. Teams can find themselves just really struggling with the overall just area control that these vehicles can put out. The Tigers themselves are able to get more people in them, and they're very fast and they're very quiet. While the Simirs are a little bit faster, I would much rather have a full Tiger with 8 people in it, that's able to get straight onto the front line, than I would a full Simir, which is 4 or 5 maximum. So all in all, this should be a really interesting match. We've had some great matches on Squad Masters so far for this round. It should be a fun one. I'm actually wondering where everybody is. Having some trouble. We've had, squad being squad, just not quite getting everybody into the servers as easy as we can. Oh. I have made a boo-boo. Number 1 boo-boo. Oh my goodness. Apologies. Take this off. Far too early. It's another 30 minutes before we start. I was wondering where everybody was. So, I'll catch you all in a short break and see you real soon. So let's just have a talk about it. Just waiting on the last few people hopefully to join the server. 10 minutes until match time. Apologies for those that came along a little bit earlier. I will go through my pre-game again, and this time it will be with a microphone that should hopefully work and stop clipping out. This should be a really good match between Blitzkrieg and Royal Orangutans. Okay, and hello once again, my TheWeirdMadac. This is Blitzkrieg versus Royal Orangutans. Apologies in advance for all of you fans that joined a little bit early on. I got carried away. Just so excited casting this that I put out the announcement a little bit early. Started off the stream a little bit early, but you'll get a double dose of the pre-game. Hopefully, we've now also sorted out the microphone problems, so it should sound a little bit more natural and not just be constantly clipping off. I've had some trouble with my streaming software recently, so it should now be working. Let's just talk a little bit about the teams and about Kokan itself. Now, we've seen quite a lot of teams play through the Squad Masters tournament already on Kokan, and what you can say from that is that everybody loves a good mortar. In addition, it's also the teams that have the best shooters tend to find themselves winning these games pretty quickly. Blitzkrieg versus Royal Orangutans will be an interesting match, primarily because they're both relatively unknown, but they have their own individual good shooters and both had quite good parts from their round 1 matches. This will probably be the match that helps to decide who's going forward into the knockout stages as we head into week 3. So, what does Blitzkrieg and Royal Orangutans need to do to be able to win on Kokan? Number 1, shoot heads. You know, it's squad comp. You're expecting teams to be able to play the game well. So they need everybody to be on top of their game, to hit the shots and get the revives. So we'll watch the KDs as we go through the matches, because it's really important to see where the teams are losing those tickets. The other thing that they're going to need is a really good rollout. For the Russian side, it's all about controlling Tempest and controlling the island south of Tempest. MEA rollout is much faster, but the Russians can apply pressure if they're clever about it. There's two areas where they can do that. Primarily, it's going to be focused around this island to the east of Tempest is a key staging point, specifically for the Russian side. If they can get a good foothold here, then the whole game opens up. They also need to make sure that they have good control of Sarak and that there's nobody coming up this lane. Now, you don't need lots of people in that lane. One, maybe two good shooters, like really good shooters, is all you need on that lane, and you can lock it down. Hopefully an MG with a medic, maybe a scoped rifleman, and that's enough to be able to just stop people from advancing along there. The key to this map for the Russian side is getting the rollout right. So if they can push up into this compound, if they can get into Sarak, and they can get enough people onto Grand Elf / First Stand that prevents the rush, you might see a little tiger coming kind of this way to do exactly that. Then it's normally a pretty stable base from which the Russians can start. It kind of gives them this kind of area of map control to push from. What a lot of the teams that have lost or struggled on the Russian side have done is that they've ended up collapsing on this eastern flank. So you'd see the MEA side managing to push through into Grandel, or you'll see them losing total control of this island. And then that means that trying to cross onto Tempest Estate is really very difficult. The Russians, to win this, need to control and hold Tempest Estate so that they don't lose pressure on it and keep that constant pressure, but they must control the kind of eastern flank. And you'll see that Russian teams that have done well will go through Grandel, up through this compound and into the top of Market. This then allows them to disrupt the fob placements around Market, disrupt the mortars, disrupt rallies, and then hopefully apply pressure in both directions around Tempest. The quickest way to lose on this map is to get fishbowled, and Tempest is a perfect fishbowl. You end up with nowhere to run, all your spawn points contained within a very small area that has buildings, no real way of peeking to gain an advantage, and then ultimately you lose. So if the Russians control around the top of Market and then they get into these buildings, they then have free reign to start attacking your fobs, start applying pressure, and then all of a sudden you're pushed from Sarak, you're pushed from the island, and Tempest Estate goes down. Not just that, but because the way that they've unlocked it is through your active cap -1, in this case by going through Market, they've already pre-cleared that cap, ready to just roll it up. And they can then get into Market, start the cap on there, and before you know it, you're having to spawn on ruins. You've lost 120 tickets, as well as getting fully wiped. That's a huge, huge turn in terms of the pressure. So what does the MEA do? Well, the MEA side is actually very similar. They're going to find themselves probably, if they feel like they are the better shooters, and they feel like they want to kill off the game quickly. You might see this in round 2, if the MEA side on round 2 is the one that's behind it. They really need to gain some extra tickets or to roll them through. A good way of doing that is to prevent the back caps. MEA is fast enough that they can get onto Grandel, or they can try and push past Grandel if this isn't covered and get into the back on First Stand. The vehicles with a good drive are fast enough to prevent that cap. They then will likely find themselves with MEA players kind of sitting around main kind of logistics areas, preventing them resupplying their lodges and their mortar tubes. MEA, the other way of doing it is a little bit harder. They control Tempest and the island. If they can control these two, then they also have to run through this kind of eastern side tunnel, and then they're able to get into the south of Sarak and start to cause some pressure there. Once they can pressure that spawn, then Tempest is relieved. Tempest and everybody on the island heads down to Sarak, and then it's a relatively simple push onto Sarek. Sarek cap itself is not the best in terms of defendability. So let's just have a quick jump across onto the cap so that we can just show you what we're talking about here. So we're on Sarek. We'll just have a quick scoot across onto this, so a preview, if you will, onto the game screen. In this instance, we've got the Sarek cap. This is your push into Tempest, and this is towards Grandel. So MEA, if they are able to get in and on this south side of the wall, your normal places to put down halves are in these kind of areas. I think you can squeeze one in here. All of them are easily blocked within this kind of semicircle. You just need to get a few people in this area and you can start stopping the spawn. And there's no real way that the defenders inside can effectively push, because they either have to go up and onto the walls, which are easily spotted and killed, or they have to hold the edges. And these edges, again, are relatively easy to protect. So as soon as you get some MEA in the backside of Sarek, you're really quite stuck. What we really have to do is control the perimeter of Sarek and prevent people from getting in. But that's easier said than done, because your only cover is inside the cap, so it's natural for people to kind of congregate there. The real trouble with Kokan all boils down to the fact that it is a very shooter-dependent map. And if you're on a side which are heavily outclassed, you can have a really great tactical mind, great macro play, great coordination from the teams, but in this instance, it simply will not be enough to carry you through. You must translate that into just the simple raw skill of shooting the enemy and preventing the revives. A good way that you're able to produce pressure is through the mortars. So you'll see teams hopefully effectively using the mortars within these kind of tight compounds and killing them and preventing revives by, whenever they call out that they've killed off some people, marking it out, getting the mortars to drop on top of them after 20 seconds. And that can be really tilting as a medic, because the guy's died to gunfire. You've booked it to go and save his life. You go for the revive, and a mortar shell lands on your head. All of a sudden, you've doubled up the tickets, and you've prevented somebody that's able to revive from the rest of the team. Big kudos to teams if they are able to pull off that. So we're just waiting on the last few to spawn in. Hopefully, we'll see some great plays from both teams. I was pleasantly surprised with Royal Orangutans as I casted them the first one. Blitzkrieg obviously did very well as well in their first match. It'll kind of depend on who is doing the maneuvering and who is doing the reacting. Because if Royal Orangutans can, keep the pressure on Blitzkrieg and prevent them from moving around the map, they have a chance. But Blitzkrieg might well have the better shooters in their midst, and if they do, Royal Orangutans will really struggle once they start to lose the line and lose the structure. It could be a very quick collapse unless they're careful. Obviously, the last thing we haven't talked about is the vehicles. The vehicles themselves, not very interesting on the MEA side. You've got the scout car with the rocket pods. Rocket pods are fun. They're funny, but they aren't the best. They can be used as area denial, or just to kind of, as you're going in for an attack, try and clear out. We saw that great play through OISC where the scout car drove through Sarek and just sprayed every window it possibly could with a constant rocket barrage as infantry pushed in. And because the screen shake plus a couple of kills is good, but all in all, the BRDM, I don't rate it particularly highly on this map. Whereas the Crow's Tiger and the open top Tigers, yep, they're open top. Yes, they're paper thin, but the Crow's Tiger in particular can just lock down a huge area of the map. You know, there's some great hills for them. It's down here. You can kind of peek behind all of these little tufts and control. You can set up around Sarak and just control areas as well. Or you can, I think there's one of the hills that's on this far side up here somewhere where you're able to set yourselves and get a huge line of sight covering a wide area. And it will be down to the LATs and the hat kits, if they choose to take them, to get rid of those vehicles quickly. Because a Tiger coming with a hot drop or a Crow's Tiger can, you know, signify a real bad day for an infantry player if they're allowed to roam freely. Obviously, the only other thing that you can do with them, especially the open top, just with one just with one kind of open top Tiger, it'd be great to see the Tiger just doing a bit of a loop and heading round main, because it'll be really pretty difficult to kill it off unless you get those good lat kills. So they can stomp rallies and provide pressure, just a bit of a distraction almost. So thank you for listening to my rambling explanation. I'm just going to double check that the teams are ready and that we are live. It seems that we are. We're going to be sitting alongside Royal Orangutans as we go into the game. Let me just make sure that we've got game volume on. Here we go. So, just wait to make sure that everybody has joined their squads before I start mine. Joe Nuts going out as commander. I was expecting him to be playing marksman, as he was calling it out so often in the streams yesterday. Have a quick look at the Royal Orangutans setup. They've got every vehicle being used as expected. Some pretty small squads, it looks like, which is sensible. Theo with the call outs. Let's have a quick look at the Russian side as they set up. Need to speed up. Oh, Pro Mod, where are you when I need you? Looks like everybody's set up in all the vehicles as well. Crow's Tiger spawned up on the north there. Be interesting to see where that one goes. So let's just have a quick look. Squad 4 is the guy. All the Tigers have quite a lot of guys in them. Less in the lodges. That's how I would set it up. You're able to use the Tigers to get more people to where, you know, in a quick way. Than a Simir. Simir only able to carry 4 or 5 people. So, should be a really interesting match to watch here. Let's see, I'm just trying to set up my chat so I can actually see you guys. So it looks like squad 2 is heading for Grandel. Short, only a small 4-man rush. Squad 3 as well marking up on that. Oh no, that's squad 3 Russian side, I think. Everybody's heading into Tempest Estate. So this is going to be the main area of attack. 40 seconds until we go live. Let's have a quick look. Moose, Styly, Frog, Rose. Rose had a real tough one in round 1. Their squad, kind of the main attack squad, getting wiped multiple times. Beowulf in the BRDM, Gimpy on Island, Joe Nuts as command, and Theo as the kind of main squad with 8 men. Going up against Scotto, Can, Kuzia, Dam, Tiger, Flyan, Crasso at Ship. Oh no, Shipstar's the ref, and Eggwise. So here we go. Round 1 of week 2. Squad Masters, Royal Orangutans versus Blitzkrieg has begun. All the Simirs managed to get out of main. Okay, squad 3 is that the Simir? Yep, has headed out onto the road. An interesting route. Hopefully they don't spin out. Let's have a quick look. Squad 4 Crow's Tiger is going to head to the far west of Sarak. All the lodges taking a kind of fairly normal route in towards Grandel and First Stand. Need to watch that they don't end up dropping anybody over there. So first Simmer manages to make it over the bump, but doesn't make it over the second. Slowed down to make sure he doesn't flip. Will affect his timings slightly. They're into market. So the squad 3 Simir does go on the far northeast of Grandel. That should be interesting to watch. Here we go. Russians managing to get onto Island. They're going hard in with this Logi right into the center here. They tip it, which isn't going to be what they wanted, but they have managed to get it into position as they set up. Radio goes down. That's Mathmaster managing to drop Mayhem. They have put down the supplies. Can goes down as well. So no rally. Radio exposed. This looks like first blood here for Orangutans. But oh my goodness, Royal Orangutans have managed to get onto Sarak as well. This is a beautiful push here. It's just squad 2 seems to be dropped. They have pushed hard on the west side. They managed to kill a full blitz squad on the northwest of Sarak, and they're just going to push all the way through here. First Stand and Grandel looks like they're relatively safe. Squad 3 just dropping plenty of mines on that far eastern side. Royal Orangutans, huge pressure on the north of Sarak. This is some good positioning here from the Tiger. They need that, however. That's probably what's killed out the rest here. Let's have a quick look at the kills. 15 downs to 8 downs, but nobody's given up as of yet. It looks like there's an awful lot of people just waiting for everybody to set it. First Island is called out as white. That radio will also go down. The Sarak push, which provided an awful lot of downs, just it hasn't translated into a lot of kills, and they're being pushed all the way back. But they do have a great push here on the west side. Let's talk a little bit about the overall map. So let's zoom out and jump across. So you can see that you've got the Crow's Tiger down in this bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Royal Orangutans have had a great start, pushing into the island, wiping the Logi and this radio that's going to go down. Additionally, they managed to get Simir all the way through, drop a rally, and kill off a full squad. Although they had the discipline, Blitz had the discipline to not give up. They didn't panic. They managed to push back and they cleared it. We're now at a more stable position here, where Royal Orangutans have the kind of full line that you would expect for the MEA side, with a push on the west side, control of the island on the east, and now you can see people trying to make their way down these 2 tree line columns to provide a bit of pressure. The real sticking point that we're going to have for the MEA side here for Royal Orangutans is going to be this Tiger. If they can't clear that soon, they're going to find it really hard to push. Let's have a quick look at the Mortars called out as heading down on the marks. I don't see where that's going. It looks like the full western side is pretty clear, although Squad 3 have managed to get really close to main. I think they're waiting, see if they can pop out some lodges as they go. We'll have to just watch them as they go. There we go, that's it. That's the Tiger. That's a great call out. A big kill. Mortars landing direct on Xerxu. Or Xerxu. Tiger Tolga trying to push in here. Managed to kill off a few people. They've got a Tiger now up on the top. Theo doesn't. Just holding the angles. Nicholas goes down. That must be the BRDM. Blitz getting wiped off this push, although it was a great push into the south of Tempest there. So you've got an awful lot of Blitz. You've got an awful lot of Blitz just sitting on that side. I'm going to actually reduce the command volume just slightly. You've got great grenade going in. So Blitz have managed to push up onto the south side of Tempest. They're holding in that pocket on the southwest, but they are getting wiped every time they go over the ridge, and now they've got mortars landing nearby. And just constant grenades. Infantry push onto island. 1 or 2 guys. This radio has still not gone down. What is happening here, guys? Timberwolf just taking it. Hello? Oh, he is. He's just holding it. Grumps goes down. So, MEA still holding the island. A lot of the kills getting revived here. 42 downs to 34 downs. Both teams only in like 17-25. This is close in terms of shooters. Mortars now landing in the pocket. Good mortars from MEA. Squad 3 looks like they are doing some damage around the Russian main. Squad 1 looking to do something similar. Rocket pod rockets come down. They look tasty, but they're not really doing very much. Rose's squad looking to get around the outside here. But they're probably going to get spotted. Damn, crawling. Don't know, Xerxes sees him. Xerxes, yep. Sees Rose, drops him. Smitty might be looking to get the kill back. So a nice little push from Rose. It's a good idea there. Try and get a rally in behind. As Squad 3 have here. This is nice. They've swapped their attack altogether. How did they get over here, actually? Oh, they're Vix at the back. There, you can see it's Simir. So they've just replaced their rally, and now they're crawling on the south. If they can find this, they can find these mortars, and if they can find that radio, they're in real trouble. Ahab positioned inside Sarek. A couple of guys are dropping. They're doing a lot of damage on that island. Yeah, it's definitely not. It's definitely not a full 9-man, but they are shooting like they're a 9-man. It's a 2 squad 2, 6-7-man. Only really 3 or 4 coming at a time. Doing some great damage though. Mortars landing ineffective now for MEA. I would have liked to see them in that pocket still. Just keeping the pressure up. Kills still looking relatively even. Tickets also pretty even at this stage. Damn, walking alongside BF2 multi. Does he see him? Peekaboo. Hello. BF2 multi proves he's not just a bot. Manages to take down Damn. Mozzarella looking for the refrag. Jelk gets tapped once. Mozzarella using the Tiger as a little bit of a hide. He's Trying to spot him out. Sees him. He takes some shots, but not the most accurate. Nade comes out. Caster trying to catch the nade. Goes for the push. Great shot there by BF2 Multi. Manages to just hold him off. This is a great push here from the south. Squad 3 doing some great work. Killed off both mortars. Now this is what we were talking about in the pre-game with MEA. If they're able to get in on the south side, they should be able to provide a lot of pressure onto Blitz and just prevent them from spawning. This is a much more traditional type of game. Look at Squad 1 as well for the MEA side, for the Russian side. They're heading around the north side of Market, but nothing is there, and they are out of the game for so long. They're just not providing any pressure. I mean, yeah, they're only a 3-man, but it'd be great to see them starting to head into Market faster or back down onto Tempest like Squad 3 is doing. Similar idea, but just carried out more effectively on the Royal Orangutan side. BRDM getting brave here. Takes an LAT for his crimes, and he's slowly making his way out, but I don't understand why he was out there. Oh, good shot there by Sauerberg. Just a little bit short. You do have a couple of people, so they've called out the hab. Have they marked it effectively? Yeah, they have marked it effectively. So they are looking for mortars to prevent Blitz from being able to spawn. Look at how many Blitz guys are on that cap there on Serac. MEA with a great push. So Royal Orangutans with a great push on the south. It looks like Squad 1 have kind of listened or realised, and they are now pushing back down from Tempest, looking to get in. Sorry, from Market into Tempest here. Royal Orangutans with a great push. Look at Tempest. Nobody on Tempest at all, because all the pressure now is on Serac, and this is going to be really tricky here for Blitz to be able to push themselves out of. 14 goes down. Wiener goes down. War Daddy's alive. But immediately, as soon as they clear one side, Royal Orangutans are on the other. So Blitz just needing to shuffle from one side to the other. Let's clean up. Let's clean up a little bit of this map. Let's have a wee look. So you've got a little bit of a push, or a little bit of control, let's say, on the west side of Serac at this compound. Squad 3 don't realise just how close they are here to this vehicle in the south. Their rally might go down. I'm surprised as they killed the mortars they didn't get in here, and I'm surprised that there's not more mortars landing in this area. It looks like Joe Nuts is setting up the Grandel Hab, which is a little bit premature, I would suggest, considering you don't have the push yet. Let's have a wee look. Squad 3, I think, has annoyed the Crow's Tiger. Is he seeing him? And if they were to kill this off, this would be important. Frog. It's one of these guys, the hat. Hello? Dropped by. Let's have a look. Squad 3 only has jelly. Yep. Ammo's coming up. Let's go, Jelly. This is an important one. He's not in the gun. Good hit. Reload it. It's gonna get on and into the gun. There he is. He's in the gun now. He knows where you came from. Do you want to peek the same area or not? Smoke. Smoke goes. That LAT did hit in. Alchemist comes out looking to repair. Sakaya should hear him. See you later, alligator. Great play. Please tell me there's some in-game sound. Please tell me. Why is that not? Oh my goodness. See if I've gone all this way and there's no in-game sound. Well, that just... You heard that, didn't you? So why is that not coming through? Apologies, everybody. Oh my god. Right, okay. There we go. Headphones should be on, so we should now hear. A10. Hab goes down. Important for me to get back to hear that.
I'm moving.
Mortars landing. The Hab has gone down on Sarak, so you've got no real pressure here from Royal Orangutans to follow that up. But they really do need to get it. They could get another Hab up and dug quickly. Squad 3 must hear this radio now. They must hear this radio. Whistlepig sees it. He's on it. There we go. Mortars will be coming, or he'll just be digging that down. That's big.
Okay, we're waiting for this radio.
Apologies once again for the lack of game sound. I had turned it on, but unfortunately the source was not picked up by the streaming software. So that is what they call a bummer. They have managed to get a few people inside Tempest Estate, but nothing really terribly exciting. Squad 4 responding to the western side. Mortars landing once again. Got a Hab coming up by Squad 9 on the far north, and this backup Hab on this far north side here for Squad 1. Looks like they've set up the Hab.
And northwest. Copy.
Theo's gone down. Karakut is coming in. Desert Fox should see him. You're just holding. Goes down. Gets dropped by Shoko. So that Hab eventually goes down. So Squad 1 won't get the push through. The Hab has been redug, but the radio is dead and damaged, so there's no spawn there.
Out through the roof, I could probably try and mortar it a bit.
This should be interesting. So Squad 3, Bojangles, Jelly, and Sakura, they should be calling out that they found that radio and that it's on bleed, and dropping the mortars here.
Yeah, I know.
Yep, so they called the radio, kills there on Kuzoki. I think that's stealth, goes down to Alchemist. Good nade, great nade by I think that was Bo or Saka. Second nade, less good, but Blitz is already dead. They are not getting this radio back up. That's going to bleed out and leave with nothing on Serac here. You can see them trying to reset already. Alchemist, the last remaining person, but I don't think he's got enough time to push through these 4 people and get this radio back up. Bojangles looking to secure it. Should see Alchemist. Hab and radio disappears. Great play there by Royal Orangutans. Now let's see why my replay sets are not working either. I have had an absolute nightmare of this stream so far. Don't know why this source is not connected. Okay, and clear that and replay. And then set this one as well. Great. That's all working sufficiently now. So we should hopefully get it. No king sound. So sorry, guys. Like I said, so sorry.
They're capping Tempest. They're capping Tempest.
Tempest is getting capped. So now we've got an interesting conundrum here. Squad 3, 8, and 6 are managing to control inside Sarek. Squad 2 is pushing back from this backup hab that they've set up, and Tempest is going neutral as Orangutan are wiped off of it. The only orangutan, no, you've got 2 orangutans fobs, 14, managing to clear enough of the guys around Blitz to set that up again. I think that orangutans will probably be able to stall the cap and get this back up. Meteorat is the only person really alive. There's a few people, squad 7 pushing in from the north here. Nick Less looking to just clear out what he can. Gets a kill on dump truck, I believe. Sees Azov, gets killed. Turd goes down as well. Meteorath looking to just clear in. He's called out as northeast. They know that he's here. He's just going to push straight in. King goes down. The hab is still up though and stalled out. 14 clears the final guy. Let's check.
Heavy contact on Sirach from the east. They're pushing Sirach from the east.
Okay, so it does work, but I don't understand why it's not playing the sound. Oh my god, this is torture. It's torture for me, and I'm casting it. I don't know what it's like for you guys, but hopefully it's a little bit better than this. I can only once again apologize. So why is that not showing? Okay. That should show now. Here we go. So, Blitz pushing as quickly as they can into Tempest. So now what you've actually see is Royal Orangutans don't actually know what's happened there. They've managed to lose their control in Sirach, so they killed the hab, and then just playing off of rallies. Once the hab was no longer there, and it forced Blitz to play off the rallies. All of a sudden, because they were wider, they were able to just get into Tempest, push in on the south side here, and clear them out.
You got them.
Atty going at it with Vang, drops one. Dump truck's got his rocket out.
He's coming south.
Dump truck caught with his rocket out. Atty gets dropped. I think that was that Tiger or was it Atty? Sorry, dump truck goes down there. Great push here by Owl. Sorry, by Blitz. Kills really close still, but the drops. You've got significantly less pickups here than you do for the for Blitz. This is a good push off of this hab on the north here. I'm surprised they haven't used it to clear out the hab that's around the west side of Tempest. The only really thing that's saving Royal Orangutans at the moment is that double hab and the ability to just quickly respawn. And we've got 30 minutes of this round left to go, and it is just set out to be an absolute cracker. Mortars raining down on Sarek. Nothing really happening around here now. All of the Royal Orangutans push blunted by just the sheer guns of Blitzkrieg. So we've got Habs
Yes,
now
those marks are
for
accurate.
Blitzkrieg on the far east and the far west of Sarak. They've managed to use the rallies to push up into Tempest. Squad 5 really the only ones on that north side, and they've managed to get a Hab around the north side of Tempest Estate as well, so Squad 7 constantly spawning there and causing some significant damage. Let's have a look at the shooters. Let's see who's doing relatively well. Stealth Killer, Royal Orangutans, Beowulf in the BRDM,
They're on my mortars.
Lonely getting some really nice kills. Called out as on the mortar. Squad 9 with a push on the north here. Managing to get onto the mortars. You've got to ask. I mean, I've got to ask. Why the hell there is 4,000 build on this Hab? Did they feel like they had to bring back construction every time? Your mage should hopefully see a mortal. I think he sees him. Takes a shot. Doesn't kill him. Had plenty of time to line that up. A mortal goes to ground. He's going to be patching. Gets a shot off into a mortal. Fiery Ares was going in behind. Eggwise takes out Gabe Valentine. But there's not enough of them up there, and their rally is really far away. So expect multiple waves to be heading in that general direction, but nothing terribly exciting. This is going to be a bit of a lull here as we just wait.
Make sure you check the rally.
We're just going to.
Good job,
It looks like Blitz have been stopped in their tracks as they push in, as both teams kind of reset a little bit here. You've got
We don't want to get.
we are almost right back to the beginning, boys and girls.
Hunt the fox. I'm gonna try to hunt the fox.
The only thing that we can see is on this northern side here. So you can see MEA once again. They've managed to get this control of this line. They've got their fobs set up in these two compounds, and Sarak's fob has been cleared, but Sarak is protected by a fob on the western side and a fob far east. There's a couple of spawn points kicking about as well. Not the best places for it, but they are providing enough pressure for Blitz to hold on to Sarak. The one thing that I do like is that Blitz have now managed to get a Logi all the way around. They've had it for a while, starting to use this fob in the north and rallies to then try and press on the north side. And you saw Royal Orangutans get a wee bit flustered almost by that. And they've also peeled off a small squad to try and stop the mortars, because the mortar advantage is providing, that's really important. That being said, it looks like Royal Orangutans have spotted out this Hab now.
Guys, again, I don't know where they're pushing from, but they are.
Maybe they haven't spotted out this Hab.
Stone Bend.
You have cleared out Stone Bend, but maybe not for forever. BRDM of Beowulf looking to prevent
Is that
them
rally
moving
still there?
into that
Yeah, go watch
into that Hab.
Copy.
Yeah, just
Borders southwest of Tempest again.
This is going to be an important recognition here for. There we go, called out as the fob. Royal Orangutans need to rotate, but not over-rotate into this.
We're not up yet. We're not up yet.
BRDM goes on fire.
Enemy fox going down.
That's a big hit. They need to be dropping, getting the repairs underway. Beowulf comes out. Both crewmen out, looking to get the repairs, prevent the ticket loss. LAT comes in, takes it out. Great play there by Blitzkrieg.
Remark that Hab.
So now that the fob is known, they're kind of attacking fob on the flank. They need to get the mortars onto it. That's what you're hearing being called out just now. But then they're also needing to get this fob to push up, get the infantry in it, clear it out. Because the last thing they need is to be sandwiched in between it. You can see that we've got one of the UAVs up. Oh, and a tasty Hab takedown here by Moose and Lenny. Great play by them to get onto that fob. And in fact, another really tasty push here on Sarak by Squad 3, taking down another fob, or at least
Mark is
damaging it. So they're digging up the radio again, but that's important. Squad 3 knows where they are. Squad 3, all in all, I mean, you've got to hand it to them. Who's that? Frog. And their rally has done some great work off of that single rally.
No, it looks
Probably hold.
the whole
It looks like now that the Hab and the radio at Squad 1's going down, Sarak, there's a new Hab being built in the same position inside Sarak for Blitzkrieg. Great match so far. Tickets really close, within kind of 40 of each other, within 50 of each other, sorry. Kills within 20, 24, that's the gap for kills. So a couple extra on the vehicles going down. So that's a nice set of mortars. They are just a touch far, but they've managed to get a couple of kills from those mortars. Dark helmet, just looking to hold nearby. Mortars plus lots of people spawning here. Jellic might find himself on the wrong end of a friendly mortar here if he's not careful. Should be dropping now.
Yo, be advised the
Pretty good.
is on 6 mark.
Just a touch over now. They've overcorrected. Dark helmet just trying to call out. They need to be clearing that quickly. Have a quick look at.
RWS is
Here
moving into Tempest.
Here we go. This is an important push here from Blitzkrieg. They've managed to crawl their way all the way through this. Can goes down, but Sam and Elfreak, and there's nobody between them and the fob. They can get people up and then push into this Hab and fob. There could be some real trouble.
Hab's still up.
Trying to push up on the west side.
Looks like Tempest is not being capped.
Are you guys still mortaring, or do you want me and this guy to push in?
I can hold if you need.
He's just trying to hold a few people around about him. King goes down.
They're pushing off of Ciroc, north lane, north mid lane.
There you go. There's the call out.
There's still people in the compound.
Is that Artie dropping? Artie dropping across island.
Right now.
I'm not entirely certain I understand what this is all about here. A very short creeping barrage from Blitz.
I got you.
I have to feel like this is a bit of a waste of an overall. Manages to drop Gimpy, but that's all you're going to get out of that. This is a great push here. Managed to get some Blitz onto the Tempest estate. Call out is there. Oh, a couple extras. That's maybe 4 or 5 tickets that they've got from that. There's not a lot of pressure, but Blitz have managed to make it up through that kind of center lane. They're on the south now here. This is a great push from Sarah. Straight onto the flag. Just over 22 minutes of this round remaining. Tickets looking pretty even. This is basically anyone's game, just within one cap of it. 103 to 53. 53 tickets altogether. Tiger doing some work, dropping. I think that was a Simir that has managed to kill there. An awful lot of Blitz. An awful lot of Blitz managing to get onto the south edge of the east side of Tempest. Mortars preventing them moving any further. Some great control by King in 14. Let's try and get on with Scotho as he holds. Is he holding on the inside? No, Gimpy goes down. Curse of the Caster. Great mortars. Really impressed actually by Royal Orangutans. Just their overall command and their comms seem to be pretty good. They are responding well to what's happening. I think Blitz could push them and punish them a little bit more, but they aren't really clearing it. 82 to 50, within 30 on this overall game, and it's all within the kills. It's just the slightly better shooters on the Blitz side. Although, well, yeah. Here we go. Artie coming down on the north side of Serac. That's some great range, just dropping in. So that's probably going to get called as coming into Serac. Great Artie immediately. Drops 5, 6 maybe. Mayhem going to find himself in a bit of trouble. He should be looking to get some pickups now. Ari coming down. Run, little Lavres, run! He does not. He drops them. That is a great artillery strike there. That's some good use. And even better than that, MEA have managed to get a couple of people on the south side of the hab, preventing the cap. Moose and Larry managing to get in alongside the cap. A couple of team kills there for Joe Nuts. But all in all, probably one of the more effective uses of artillery on this map that I've seen in the previous rounds.
You know?
I'm gonna get fucking auto banned, dude. Thanks. Where do I appeal if I get auto banned?
Yeah, he's moving about. It's hard.
Beowulf and Lenny, you're seeing inside the hab, managing to drop a couple of them. They are managing to prevent the cap here. Beowulf gets his shovel out for some reason, not entirely certain why. Have a quick look who's available around about it. Kuziaka looking to come in. Oh, take some shots. Playing peekaboo with Beowulf.
They're in. Hey, this doorway, west doorway. Watch that doorway, Whistle.
Multiple people inside now. Looking to rotate round. Beowulf sees him in the corner. Just takes some shots, but nothing really effectively doing. Lenny gets him eventually. Some great play there by Lenny and Beowulf, managing to hold off that full squad there as they get inside the Sarak cap. Squad 2 and Squad 1 storming across from this kind of backup hab. Seru managing to get inside as well. So if they manage to drop this, fob, and Squad 3 can either push onto the hab or just slow them down, this could be big. Whistlepig gets the final couple of shots. Lenny eventually goes down. I think it's Seru dropping him.
West side, the whole lane down. West side. They're packing.
Yo, get ready.
Need to be very careful here.
Get ready to spawn shift on the Grandel.
Beowulf trades out with Seru. Tiger as the only one
Yeah, wait, we need more
on
bodies.
the south there. Whistlepig goes over. Tiger, he's looking the wrong way. Tiger tops him.
We also have people.
Tiger goes down to Mathmaster, using his extreme skills to calculate where they are. Looks like the Tiger is trying to just control MEA from coming in on the eastern side there. Pro Potato on top of his own hab, takes out Grumps. Moose is the only person inside. This radio can't have very much longer to go. Yep, eventually goes down. So that's the Sarak hab gone. Playing two rallies versus... Oh, this Squad 3 rally has eventually gone down, and the Mortar hab is back up on the south of Sarak. So we're playing rally into two fobs, albeit quite far away. Blitz with the counter push here onto Tempest Estate, managing to make some ground now that Royal Orangutans have pushed off of the flag. Lavres has managed to get inside. Crafty Condor has cleared them out, and on this northern side, eventually this flanking hab is going to go down to both Mage and Bojangles. Mortars on the north side here look like they're going to be in some trouble from Squad 9 for Blitz with... Oh, what happened there?
What's the cap on Serac?
That was not me. Did not push anything, but Eggwise goes in for the knife. Takes a couple of goes, but eventually Gay Valentine goes down, knifed on the mortar. Bit of disrespect there from Eggwise. He's looking to
They're on our
pop up.
mortars again.
He's trying to get the
That's right,
mortar
there we go.
and drop him down. Round 1, 56 tickets to 0.
I told y'all our tickets were low.
Great round 1.
Aye.
Really fantastic play from both teams. Super excited to see round 2.
Well done.
This game is
Feels bad,
anyone's. 13-10, 11-4. Some great shots there on the Royal Orangutan side.
Damn lonely, I see.
Red Squad 4 doing some great work.
First squad, 6th.
I mean, all in all, every squad did well in that game. Very even team. This has just blown the round wide open. We're going to hit a quick 5-minute comfort break as we go into the intermission, and hopefully we will see you as we go into round 2 of this very exciting and very even match on Kokan.
secure. قدم وأمن جميع مواقف الأهداف. Advanced and secure. Увы, 12 закрепиться в районе. Advanced and secure.
So everybody, welcome back as we go into round 2 of this very close match between Royal Orangutans and Blitzkrieg. We're going to be sitting with Blitz this time around, sitting with their 56 tickets down. They did a lot of good things, but they just couldn't quite finish them off or capitalize on them. So it will be interesting to see whether or not they are just able to pop the rest of them. Dova just putting out 5 capital letters is sufficient for my Streamlabs bot to get annoyed with him. Here we go. So Blitz setting up everybody into their lodges and Simirs. It'll be interesting to see where they go. We've got big squads here, a couple of big squads, and then starting to head into some smaller ones. Red squad doing really well last round. Interesting to see whether or not they're able to keep up that great play. So we've got hold on, let's just see where we are. Yep, so Blitz doing well in the last round. They managed to push all the way into Tempest on multiple occasions, but just couldn't quite pull it off, and ultimately ended up just losing out a bit of steam as they went into Tempest, because Royal Orangutans, to their credit, just kept nipping them at the sides. And while Blitzkrieg, Blitzkrieg managed to get into the cap, they just couldn't quite hold there. I wouldn't say that the Orangutans' defense was particularly great. There was big gaps, but they did react well to the threats as they came along. So a quick look at how Blitz are setting themselves up. Quite a lot of people in the Crows Tiger. Every Tiger utilised, but not as many people in them as we saw on the Royal Orangutan side. More inside each of the lodges. Interesting to see how they're going on. It looks like we've got quite a lot of markers out on the map. A lot of pushing around, as you would expect, Tempest and Serac as we head into the round 2. Just 56 tickets separate these two teams. Really not a lot. Single cap being flipped is sufficient to win this round. So Blitz, all they need to do is take Serac. And provided that they take it and they get that swing, that's enough for them to win. Admittedly, obviously there needs to be more than 56 tickets in front. They don't just cap the flag and win, but that provides them 60 tickets. Or it's a 70 ticket swing altogether. So if they manage to get the cap, then it shows that they're probably going to get some bleed and then get that win. Hi Theo, I see you. I see you. You're just waiting your shout out. That's all you want. That's all you want. Blitzkrieg getting ready to come out. Beowulf showing the love after I followed him around in the BRDM. He'll be hoping that he does just as well in the Tiger. Expecting him to be in the Tiger. Yep. As there's a little bit of a glitch there. One of the Simirs gets sandwiched in between the BRDM and the Logi. All the Logis manage to make their way out. The Simirs do scoot away relatively uneventfully. Interesting to see how these Simirs manage to prevent themselves from getting just spun out of position. Looks like Squad 4. Squad 4 is just a normal Tiger, is heading up on this far eastern side. Interesting to see, come up against maybe 2 Simirs. One of the Simirs has spun. Squad 7, as not everything's gone to plan, as the second Simir actually just spins off. So Squad 4 and Squad 4, interesting enough, might find themselves up against one another. Nope, Squad 4 for the MEA stopped short, allowing the Tiger to make a little bit of extra ground. Not entirely. Is that where they're trying to put that radio? Yes, they are. They're going to put the radio on the very defensively on the north side of Tempest. Tiger here for Squad 3 is that is the Crow's Tiger is in a great position there across the island. First burst shots coming out. Simir takes some great hits into the side of the Tiger. Multiple Royal Orangutans going down. That Tiger is away. That's some ticket loss immediately. Great play by Fearin there to kill one of the Tigers. Royal Orangutans pressing on the south side, now in red of the island. Blitz getting some great pressure in there. They managed to get down the fob. The Hab is going on the north side here, so they're going to play heavy defensive around this island. Make sure that they don't lose it, as Royal Orangutans did on a number of occasions, and then instead look to use that as the majority of their defense. Setup here for Royal Orangutans is relatively kind of normal. You've got the Hab inside Serac. You've got a Hab on the far west of Serac as well, just controlling the different lanes. Nothing in Grandel. Both Squad 4s just holding out against one another. Let's try and get into a little bit of the action here. Your Mage going up against Mayhem. Potato and Seru just having a wee see. Having a wee look. Having a wee look see. Pro Potato. Don't know if you spotted him. Going up against Bojangles, gets a couple of shots into him. Agent 2200. Not doing anything there. Bojangles once again being shot. Oh, nade. Was Pro Potato a GL as well? Was it GL versus GL? It was indeed. And they managed to trade out, albeit not with the GLs. Why is that pinging? Multiple times. But certainly is not any of my buttons that I'm pressing. Royal Orangutans, great push on the the western edge of the map there, going straight into a cap. Looks like Beowulf has a Simmer, or is that a Simmer or a Logic in his sights? No, it's the BRDM actually from Alchemist. Sees him. Now this is what we're talking about in the pre-game. This Crow's Tiger has the advantage here, just by being a little bit taller, can see over these hills, relatively safe from LAT. You need to get around the sides of them. Royal Orangutans playing a really quite wide line now. Mortars coming down, north side Serac. Blitz in total control of the island. And you've got the stalemate that we were talking about in the pre-game. So let's just drop all of this out. So you can see a very clear Blitz line versus a very clear Royal Orangutans line. Interestingly enough, Squad 5 appears to be pushing through Grandel and trying to make some ground. Squad 1 might get spotted out here if they're not careful. Karukistan probably will have heard that Logic heading past. Should be marked. Yep. Does mark it up. Simir coming down, chasing it. He's unfortunately managed to get the... he's managed to turn the Simir around. Get it the wrong way. Hello? Drops them both eventually. Moose just takes his sweet time killing them, but does drop them. Dump truck. This is rocket out versus a Simir. Definitely not needed. Karukistan, however, might just pick up a couple of extra kills here, if he's careful about it. Oh, hello. That was me. Karukistan should have been spotted out by that Tiger. It's just walked right past. Grandel was lost. Yep. Well, that's fine. Grandel is expected. That's the back cap. We've got a nice little fight here. Blitz Titan, Pro Potato, Emu. Is that the squad from before? Who was it? Damn, no. This is the squad from the round before that did really well on the push. Can't actually remember. I'm sure chat will tell me. But they are holding off an awful lot of Royal Orangutans here. 3 guys just holding back a full kind of 6 to 8 man squad. Vex is playing some bushwookie. Blitz making some progress now on this. Well, maybe progress is overstated. So this is just a bit of a dead stalemate. Beowulf, Dark Helmet, just controlling the lane. This is one of the places we talked about. Just look at everything you can see there. Zersu goes down. Beowulf doing great work with that Crow's Tiger. A couple of backup rallies in the back there. Like to see that. Mortar's coming down. Lonely takes one nearby. Vex is still up. He might have an opportunity here to drop this rally. Blitz have cleared this Logi. Not entirely certain how they managed it, but they have cleared the Logi. But in its place, we've got the BRDM trying to RTB. It's going to come up against a Tiger here. Whistlepig just sitting. Looks like they've killed a Logi. BRDM coming back. BRDM should see them. Tiger should be called out. Does he want to take the fight? No. He's one-manning it. He's one-manning it, so he needs to get away. If Tiger does not spot him, that's unfortunate. That could have been a good trade there. Especially if he doesn't have the tickets. Squad 4 on the hunt here for the Logis. I like this play here from Royal Orangutans. Using this, although I might not necessarily have a 3-man squad for it. Using it for the mortar hunt. Using it to kill off some Logis. They should hear that Logi going. They don't. Whistlepig evidently has his earplugs in. They're going to come in on the mortars now. They've managed to somehow drive that Tiger into the one place where they just cannot. Blitz goes down. K-Link knows that he's in trouble. Multiple infantry pushing in now. Frog just going to peek the corner. K-Link looks for one. Drops Sayunka. Jelly looking to sit on the top there. Whistlepig should have no trouble at all picking him back up. Jelly sees him. K-Link now in a bad spot. Only one way in and out of this building, and it's through the guns of Jelly. You've got 4. Frog eventually gets K-Link. Good play, taking out those mortars. Don't know why this Logi's still heading back this way. There's no hab up here, just playing off of rallies. Ruins does go and get capped though. Did manage to get the cap, even though everybody was dead out of it. Was it just Flynn? Did Flynn sit just on the north side? Oh no, I'm miles away. It was Market that was capped. That's what it was. I was thinking. Really having some trouble there. Apologies, little brain fart. Royal Orangutans got the re-push back on the western side. Blitz holding relatively well. Good kills here on the MEA side. 15 to double the kills up. Blitz making a little bit of push towards Sarah. My phone is just going off here. This is some nice play here from Blitz, but Royal Orangutan's just happy to kind of sit at the back here. They don't have to make a huge amount of play around Sarak, they just need to control and hold. Remember, they've got that 56 ticket advantage. Is that another mortar tube up? I love it! There you go, another mortar tube up on Tempest. Taking some shots. Pretty close. It's an extreme range. Fearin using that Simia relatively well. You normally don't see people on these open top vehicles lasting for very long. But good control of this island side from Blitz. Spreading out nicely around the edges. It looks like Blitz have control of ruins again, playing off of those rallies. Nothing really happening on Tempest, and a very small, I would say quite weak push in on Sarak from Blitz. Tempest Estate is capped. Now we see the ticket advantage widen slightly, 295 to 255, 40 tickets, so a 16 ticket game here. Very, very close. Blitz and Royal Orangutans in a position here where it just takes one slip up, one little play, a couple extra vehicles or a flag, and this could be easy games. You know, get the points. Can doing well versus Vang there. Mathmaster, I think, has been spotted. He's getting sprayed at. You can just see how many people are around him. Anytime he pokes his head up, it's unfortunately going to go down. Crafty Condor just getting mortared, his poor body. You can see the vast majority of Royal Orangutans now just spread across this one area. Surprised, considering they've lost some pressure here. We don't have more on this hab at the side. Mortar's not really being super effective here. Have a quick look at the overall map and just talk about where we are versus the game. So you can see you've got the mortars fob on the far south here for Royal Orangutans, and they're just playing in this kind of very tight area around Sarak with one or two flanks. So Squad 7's pushed out of Grandel and is trying to get around the back, and then you've got, I think that's Squad 7 as well, so I don't know if he's going to be playing without a squad lead. It's just a command, but they did manage to get a Tiger all the way into the back of ruins and make some pressure. Oh, hello. Has he died? How did he die? Did he just kill himself? Okay. So let's that was very odd. Let's just zoom back out of that. So what can Blitz do here? Well, it looks like they are putting pressure onto this hab on the western side, and if they can crack this pressure here, then they can sweep round the back of Sarak and apply some pressure. They've got great control over both Tempest and the island, so their defense is looking much, much stronger than what it was before. Alchemist dropping the rockets in, letting the Tiger know that he's there. He's just going to poke round. Alchemist makes a fatal error. Beowulf knows that he's there. Oh! But it looks like it's going to be a trade. Alchemist gets the hits in. Gets some rockets. He's going to go down firing. Great play there by Alchemist. Trades out his vehicle. Manages to kill a whole bunch of Royal Orangutans. Unfortunately, this hab is still up. Zach just needs to move it. Try and get in there, block the hab, but unfortunately he's too slow. Just slight pressure, or even if these mortars were to just get a little bit closer into this area. This hab placement, really do not like it. Easy to just mortar in this one area, deny the whole hab, and just let people get on the outside of it. Mozzarella and Zach doing really well bottling these people in. There's going to be a lot of pickups though. 14 get dropped by a nade. Theo narrowly avoiding going down. Lenny with the split around the outside. Mozzarella and Zach doing really well here to control this. Mozzarella drops Lenny. Have they got enough people in for it yet? No. So still yet more Royal Orangutans continue to spawn on this hab. Zach just needs to make his move, get across the road here, get the block. Zach dropping Desert Fox. Now, because they've waited just quite a long time here, Theo's managed to make his way all the way around. And as Xerxu comes up, both of them goes down to Theo. Just a little bit too slow for my liking. Zach all alone. Nicholas with a little bit of individual play here. Everywhere that Royal Orangutans push, there is constantly... Oh, hello. Just saw the mortar go past. There is constantly Blitz there, ready and waiting. 70 tickets, so actually Royal Orangutans are on the losing side of this ticket. They are just bleeding out tickets, and it's all on the kills. Look at that, 55 kill different advantage. The whole of squad 1 hasn't died once. 13, 0, 18, 26, 9, 14. Let's have a quick look at the BRDM. Where did he go? Is he inside? Alchemist there. 618, managing to use that very effectively. The Tiger, however, I suspect has very similar. Where are you? Oh, he's jumped across. He's jumped into a different squad. Blitz continues to control that island. Nobody from Royal Orangutans has spotted out the hab. Oh no, they have spotted out the hab, of course. Curse of the Caster, Mathmaster is there. Mortar's now dropping down. And that's it. The hab is now blocked. So Blitz might find themselves in a bit of trouble here if they don't manage to get a couple of people back onto this hab. They need to stop the mortars. They need to get an alternate spawner. Royal Orangutans with some great plays here. Theo's managed to get round the outside with King. He's wanting to stand on some buildings though, so that anybody that looks in this direction will know exactly where he is, because he's that kind of a guy. But he gets his rally down. That's a great place to attack from. I think there was a hab out there at one point. Was there? Or was that last round? Can't remember. Royal Orangutans just holding onto their hab building, holding Serac. No real big push from Blitz here. But Royal Orangutans are the ones that are starting to set the pace as we've got a scuffle out on the far eastern edge of the map, but nothing terribly exciting. You can see Royal Orangutans dropping. They've now got 3 tubes up, plus 1 in the center, so that could be 4 tubes eventually. Sorry, that's Blitz with 4 tubes. Royal Orangutans have set themselves up a tow, which is an interesting use. I want to see. Let's see if Joe Nuts is gonna be playing with this tow. I mean, it's here. You could use it if you wanted to. It might not be how I would have used a Logi run with 600 build. Crack on, mate. Crack on. Royal Orangutans spreading hard on the eastern side. Just a couple of Blitz have managed to create this huge momentum swing. And look at all the Royal Orangutans that are spreading out to meet them. Blitz, they don't know it. Their best play here is to walk up and through this center, because Royal Orangutans have just given away the full center line in preference to that shot. Dam managing to get onto the hab has blocked it. Is it Dam +1 or is it just Dam? In fact, is it the radio that's damaged? That's it. Mortar's doing some fantastic work there, managing to damage the radio. Dam, as a squad lead, will not have the ability to dig that himself, but he's just going to try and hold it. Squad 2 running back, trying to get that back up. Royal Orangutans, good control over Serac still. You can see there's an awful lot of Blitz. This whole squad is just not moving from Tempest, and that's the difference that you see from Blitz from Royal Orangutans. Blitz, they've got a defense squad and they've got an island squad. That's obviously what they're doing. They're holding the defense flag and island, and they are not doing anything else. Royal Orangutans seem to be, they were much more, we see an opening, everybody pile in, which then left the defense very open, and then little pushes like this were catastrophic, or almost catastrophic for them. They did manage to come away with a win in the end for round 1, but round 2 is really working out well for Blitz. 252 to 165 in Blitz's favor, so that 56 ticket advantage is not enough at the moment. Royal Orangutans need to do something different if they're going to win this match out. The hab is back up. Mortars can't last forever, and they didn't clear it entirely. gonna leave this stalemate for a wee bit. I'm gonna have a wee look at the scuffle over on the far east of the map. I'm really interested to see that they're on this far eastern edge. Look, there's a huge number of blitz here. Oh, hello. Fire areas. Great shot through here. Manages to drop. Was that a Simir? Yeah, manages to drop the Simir. Tiger is already down. I've got a Logi here trying to reverse away from Agent 2200. He's just playing off of a rally and a Tiger on that south side there. Just trying to hold back this squad. This is a big pushing squad here. It's an awful lot of people to be sitting out on that far eastern side. I would much rather see that squad instead could be doing so much more work if they were playing out through here and trying to get into Grandel or getting into this side here. Leave one, maybe two, if you have to, on that edge. It doesn't really add a lot of value, in my opinion. But you need to you've got like a 6-man squad here. Get them in. Just start applying pressure, if you can, through Grandel. And with all the pressure you've got on the rest of the map, Sarak is just going to drop. Royal Orangutans under a wee bit of strain here. You can see the hab on the far, far west is going down. Still a lot of Royal Orangutan bodies sitting on Sarak, but nobody from the defense flag coming in from Blitz. Nicholas, the only real pusher. I feel like I've said his name an awful lot as he's died. Maybe I should. Maybe he's not going to be very happy with me. 8-4 though, can't be doing too badly. Royal Orangutans playing off of the 2 rallies they've got now have managed to get the radio back up, or are in the process of getting the radio back up. Oh no, are in the process of digging the radio down. So in an effort to save the tickets, Xerxu drops him. Styly is all by himself now. He can't dig it down. Xerxu, I was going to say it's a trade, but it's not. Desert Fox manages to drop him down. Damn dies as well. So Desert Fox is going to come in, probably finish off what Lonely was doing, drop this radio all the way to the end, get it cleared. Well, the Orangutans, I think, trying to play ticket conservative, knowing they've only got 144 tickets. I suspect that's the end of their aggression, but if it is, all they're doing is allowing Blitz to now walk up into Sarak. So this could be really dangerous here. Blitz are on the walls of Sarak on the north side. Oh, and it's coming back up, so they've just decided to dig it up. Was it my eyes? Like, nope, he's digging it down. He is digging it down. Okay. Is it going to dig it back up again? Or is he going to dig it down? Just given time for Zach and Mozzarella to get in there, create some damage. If it was me, I'd be having that hab up, even if it is known, because this hab here is under some serious pressure. Turd and Knef managing to get inside the cab. Turd trades with the dump truck, but there's a couple of people nearby on this hab. It only takes it getting blocked in some trades outs and you're in some serious trouble. Blitz providing pressure on the north side Sarak here. The UAV is up. I wonder whose UAV that is. You can see him up there. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Is it a UAV? Anyways, UAV coming in. He's gonna spot out this hab. It is now. Is it airstrikeable? That's the thing. Airstrikeable to the point of destroying? No, I don't think so. So they may be safe with that. Once again, that hab has been redug back up. Royal Orangutans just do not know what they want to do with this radio. They are under a little bit of pressure. Their first thought was to save the tickets. They're 100 tickets down, not that they know that.
Radyomuzda basıldı.
Overall, 44 in the match. But I'm finding it difficult. It looks like Squad 4 has wiped all of the Royal Orangutans on the side here. Blitz doing kind of as I expected or thought that they should and would, although they've gone directly into Grandel and placed down the Hab. They're looking to get the swing. So Blitz playing hard for the win here. If they can get this Hab up, Scotho versus Mathmaster. Mathmaster hiding in the radio building. Let's try and sit on board with Scotho. Oh, he's going to pick up his medic. Is that? Can't actually tell. Metzigor, Scotto. I don't see him. I'm blind, but oh, there he is. No, LAT. He's picking up his LAT because that's what he needs. That's what he needs right now. Let's manage to get a couple of people inside. Is Math digging down this radio? Nope, not digging it. Oh well, maybe he is. He looks like he's digging it down. Multiple coming in. Math switches onto his gun. Bang, I think, traded out there.
Beni solumdan vurdu galiba.
Calling him out. Or at least I assume that they are. Let's go back onto the active objective. Bit of a scuffle here. Now you can see, now that there's a wee bit of pressure across on Grandel, the defense whole squad is starting to rotate just slightly further south.
Ammoya ihtiyacımız var. Tempest için ammoya ihtiyacımız var.
I don't speak Turkish stroke German or whatever it is. I think it's Turkish is Blitz actually. Anybody in chat, if they can translate for me. Blitz managing to do well. Alchemist now on the dig. Bojangles coming in. Trying to hold. Xerxu sees him. Saved by Mozzarella. Great play there. Mozzarella goes down for his troubles. Stiley on the south. Alchemist is still up. And he's digging that down. Stiley's jumped on. He knows that he's there. Stiley goes down. Alchemist had his gun out, but now he trusts Zeru. It's on bleed out. That's another 10 tickets there. 10 tickets that Royal Orangutans can ill afford. And a loss of a spawn. Nicholas managing to get in on a great position once again. In the south here, Brog gives away his shots inside. Nicholas gets shot down. I think that's Beowulf doing some good work. Here comes the arty. Here comes the arty, and it's gonna remove pressure, I think. Great kills. Couple of shots, and it's gonna go straight onto Hab, immediately taken down. Just off a couple of ranging shots. So Hab disabled. Radio has been called out. The creeping barrage has, however, given Blitz enough time to get inside the buildings. I don't think you're going to see any more kills there. Definitely best commander use goes to... must go to Royal Orangutans. Joe Nuts, I think. Last round was that beautiful arty strike across Serac and up the attack side. That Hab's going to go back up. I think all the tickets are going to get picked up, so it's just a bit of a waste, I think, on that. Look, you'll see you've got people coming up. Medics are already there. They're going to pick everybody up. They're going to dig up this Hab, and all of that good work. The arty strike is going to be for nothing. Royal Orangutans doing some, solid defense here. 100 tickets down. The vast majority of that just coming straight from kills. They have managed to get a couple of extra Habs, I feel. Although Squad 5 have traded a Hab back across on Grandel, so that's evened out that tickets. You've got 2 Habs. One Tempest Estate, one on Island, pushing into Serac. One on Serac, holding it back as defense. A couple of rallies out on the far side, but Blitz, if they're able to just push them through, if one of them pops immediately, Zach just needs to keep going. You can drop that second. And this is the fishbowl that we were talked about. Let's just get a bit of a better view. Sarak in particular, look at how many orangutans are spawning on that hab. So Blitz are now going to be pushing down this lane, controlling this side. They're going to be pushing from the island and trying to control this exit, and then they're going to be pushing from this side and controlling the back exit. All they need is for one, it's probably going to be from this far side, manages to get in the back and then just sit on the outside of the wall and just lie down. Don't peek, hold the angle, do not die, and then all of a sudden this big push is going to be worth it. Unfortunately, it looks like these guys are going to be pushing in by themselves. We'll see whether or not they can do it. Can immediately dropped. I think there's just too many orangutans. Too many monkeys jumping on that particular bed. Sam, good kills across on Rose and multi. Eventually goes down. I think it's Bojangles doing some good work there. I do miss having the kill stream. Casso goes in. Desert Fox. Make sure he's dead. Fracking nuke. Just look at that. Great push in from this Casso, but look at how many they've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including 2 medics. Just chilling out in that building, holding the angle. Now that's a problem when you're pushing in by yourself. You're never going to get through all 5 of those, but see if you were sitting in and blocking the hab and had a pressure on a couple of sides, you can just take the trades. They can't respawn, you can. That's how you get into the cap, that's how you get the pressure. But it still manages to control this far western side, and you can see the arties coming down. Blitz should be setting themselves up here. So let's see whether or not the infantry is coming along. Artie ranging shot, short I think. Drops it, actually wasn't short. Went directly on turret, which is a bit unfortunate. Lenny goes down as the second Artie. There we go. Let's just follow these shells as we go through. Archie dropping left and right. But he started so far out Sirac that he's just team killing his own team. No real damage. Is that a vehicle going down actually from the artillery? A couple of kills. Blitz with a relatively decent artillery, but all it does is just hide, make them hide in the buildings. Can't really do much else. Blitzkrieg are now going to push in. They're going to find themselves just stuck. Smokes coming in. See you later, frames. Look at how many smokes we've dropped out. Nicholas leading the charge, my good old friend. Every time I speak his name, he ends up dead. Mortars landing everywhere. Can't tell if they're friendly or enemy mortar. Blitzkrieg with a good push in here, out on the edge, enveloping now. Smoke everywhere. Turd getting a push. Nicholas goes down. Saru drops a couple. I think that's with a nade. And Mortal looking to wrap around the outside here. Saru just coming in through the main entrance. They just need to get some people into range of this block. If they can, that's going to be big. Orangutans with 60 tickets left to 160. Frackin' noob doesn't realize just how close he is. Saru's got his medic bag out. Frackin' noob is just sitting there. Looks like Blitz have managed, Royal Orangutans have held off on that north edge. And almost as if somebody very clever predicted it, it looks like Squad 3 is coming around the back and on the south side here. Smoke mortars to try and help them. They've got distracted because, of course, Curse of the Caster, and I said that. They're heading north for some god knows reason. Royal Orangutans allowed to spawn back in the cab. No real pressure anywhere else on the map from orangutans, so everybody's just dying and spawning here. You will expect to see the kills increase, yeah. 90 tickets just because they don't have the time. They can't wait to allow the pickups. They just need to get people back alive and with their guns up, because Blitz are really pushing in here. They've managed to create some great push. Tiger shouting out to the team. Looking for proxy. Well, orangutans are holding pretty well. Beowulf back in his Tiger, managing to control one side. Some of the backup rallies on the south there getting popped by Mozzarella. And that's another one goes down. Yet more smoke mortars. Once again, land in the area. Blitz have some control now of the buildings on the north side of Serac. This is the beginning of the end, I think, for Royal Orangutans. Unless they can do something big here, they need to get a push, they need to clear out Blitz. And they actually need to then use that momentum to just almost swing all the way back. Hope that Blitz is overextended. That should be the block now. It's blocked for another 10 seconds as it comes back up. But that's enough to have scared. Should be enough to have scared them. First grenade comes out. What is it with people trying to grenade the casters? Emma Geek. Emute. Efik. The only one alive within blocking range. Kowalski is looking to get around the outside, but is unfortunately taken down by BF2 Multi. Good round from them, actually. I think these Blitz guys, they might think that they are on the hab. Mozzarella. Let's have a quick look. Yep, there's only one backup rally here. Blitz managing to get around the outside. Only one backup rally, two backup rallies on the outside here of Serac. One of them dangerously close to going down. Hab is now overrun. Squad 3 does the push as expected from the far western side. Get in on top of them. Damn, sees them. Drops 2. Great kills. Dark Helmet's still up. Somehow he's managed to just live through that. Dump truck is available as well. Damn goes down. Manages to drop 1. Somebody tries to jump over the wall, but for some reason doesn't entirely certain why. The Hab is coming back up, so Royal Orangutans have killed enough. Pushing off of those backup rallies into this little group of 4, killing them. So Blitz had a little push there. They're once again get in and block it. If they can just keep this up, if they can just keep the pressure, prevent the spawns. They don't need to be pushing in here. They just need to be blocking. Jelly looking for the blocker. Sourabug playing. Jelly goes down. Sourabug and Lavrez doing some great work here. Drops King. Drops 14. Great play from Lavrez. Around the outside. Loads of Blitz players now on the cap, on the hab here. Mortar still landing. Just trying having a look. Lonely gets a hug from Lavrez. Repays it with a bullet. Manages to get the hab back up once again. 33 tickets to 133. Royal Orangutans hanging on by the skin of their teeth. Going to be pretty disappointed, I feel, when the final scores come along and they work out that it's just not been enough. Need to save every ticket they can here. Their only hope is to get some kind of push around the outside and get into Tempest now. Otherwise this game is over. Good mortars here, landing on the far eastern side, controlling this backup rally. Just killing a few of the Royal Orangutans as they go through. Mortars landing left, right, and center. Blitz commanding control of Serac, trying to see whether or not the cap is capping. There's a wee scuffle in the distance there, but I'm not going to go for it just now. There is, good 10 10 dead orangutans lying on the floor. Huge ticket lead here from 100 tickets. Is that the Rockets? Hello? Is that Kristan across there? That must be the BRDM on the far side. Looks like the Rockets are spreading. But again, just don't really like the Rocket Techie, not the Rocket Techie, the Rocket BRDM. This is once again Blitz getting some good pressure, but just not quite being able to push all the way in. They're just controlling it. Grumps goes down to Lord. And we have some silence goes on the ground. 120 to 10 tickets. This is gonna be, as once again more orangutans die. Blitz finally gets in, and they've dropped the last couple of rallies. Not that Royal Orangutans will be respawning. Alchemist feeling a bit confident here, managing to get his BRDM all the way into the cap. Hello?
Son AC ticketimiz arkadaşlar. Son
What's that?
AC ticketimiz. Böyle düşün.
This is the big push here. Blitz have just ground out the orangutans. The orangutans got bottled up inside Serac. There's nothing they could really do about it. They just couldn't get the swing. And as soon as we talked about it, they got the Grandel push, they got the western side push, and now they're creating pressure on the Hab. Hab is now, will be blocked in about 2 seconds. It's Mayhem brings himself to do it. Oh no, Mortars landing, dropping a few more. Once again, here it comes. Yet more smokes. Yeah, more smokes. See you later, frames. Anti and Temlink try to do a little hopperoo. Beowulf sees them, or should do. Hasn't got his gun out. Anti goes down. Beowulf drops a couple, but unfortunately it is not enough here. Mozzarella doing some good work with some pickups. Doing all he can. Beowulf just holding. Is this Hab even blocked yet? Yes it is. Squad 3 finally manages to get in and block. 4 tickets remain. Nicholas survives a mortar shell to the face. Gets in behind them. Drops a few, but eventually goes down. I think it's War Daddy. Drops him. Really nice play here from Blitz. 110 is enough. Overall, 54 ticket win to Blitz. Really excellent play, all in all. You can see only 6 deaths there for squad 1. Almost a perfect one, but I think they were the defense. And that just shows you the turtle tactics don't necessarily work, especially if you're playing on the shooters. But all in all, a fantastic match from 2 fantastic teams. I've really enjoyed casting for you. Hopefully you've enjoyed listening. If you do, please hit that follow. I do appreciate it. It does make it a little bit easier and more bearable. But all in all, it's just up for me to say thank you very much for watching. This has been Squad Masters Round 2. Round 3, the end of the group stages, is next week. And you'll hopefully see the kind of final matches, which then show us who will be going into the knockout stages as a winner takes all single elimination up to the finale. And hopefully we have more matches just as close and hopefully a little bit as exciting as these ones here. So I've been your caster, WeirdMadac. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your weekend.
We can't let them win.